And yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim Classic. Back again on the West Highland Line South. Back again for the second anniversary of Roy Bridge Day. Which is going to confuse some people. In fact, it's going to confuse most people. The first time we did it confused me. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome indeed. This going out on the channel on Train Sim Classic Wednesday, because that's a thing. Other content for me is OMSI on a Monday. One of the other streams we do during the week on a Friday. On a Saturday, some Train Sim World 2. And when I've got something new to look at, that goes out on a Sunday. So yes, Roy Bridge Day, I hear you say. What the hell's that? Well, 2 years ago, 28th of May, during the whole lockdown thing, I streamed this route. Hadn't done it before, thought I'd do it. And as we approached the station, as we will do on this route, Roy Bridge, the conversation started to get a bit weird. Which I will leave a link in the description below to the clip from that video, or the point in that video where it started to get weird, which will explain the whole Roy Bridge thing. We'll go through more of it when we approach Roy Bridge. We are, however, here, about to get on board this class, whatever the hell we're in. 47? 37? 37. Next stop being Carrara, then Tulloch North, then Roy Bridge, then Speen Bridge, and then Fort William. So we will get on board. Crispy, good afternoon, morning even. Richard, good morning. And the Cryptic, thank you very, very much indeed. 17 of the months. So, right, we better get this thing doing the moving thing then. We'll put that on. We'll release the brakes. I'm going to apply some of the powers to get ourselves going. So unfortunately a foggy scenario, but this is repeating the one that we did 2 years ago. And onwards we go. Carrara, a place that I would love to go and visit, which is going to be our first stop in 7 miles. Lovely, not annoying at all wiper noise. Anything from the trolley it is. Right, 30 limit up here. It's definitely remote out here. There's not a lot going on. So yeah, for those of you watching on the YouTubes, there'll be some links in the doobly-doo below, say where you can get this line for Train Sim Classic. A link to the Twitch page where you can watch me do this stuff live, because apparently that's a thing. And a link down there to the Discord server as well. Right, 50 limit. once the train's gone through.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, turn that game volume down a tiny bit. All about the function, isn't it? Puncho, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Insanity. So we're visiting Carrara, Tulloch North, Roybridge, Speenbridge, Roy's cousin, and then Fort William. So flat out, and not even a hope of getting near 50 miles an hour yet. It's definitely a bit foggy up here. Oh, there's a view. That's a view. Okay, gradient's leveling off a bit now, so we might actually be able to do the speed limit. Okay, back it up a little bit. 4 miles to Carrara, which is really up in the depths of nowhere. Now I was going to do a scenario where I took the pacer along this route, but I kind of broke things. So we'll go back and do the original scenario again I did 2 years ago. See, I quite like the sounds of this. It's diesely. What more do you want? So yes, we'll get to Carrara, and then we will talk about Roybridge and why it's called Roybridge Day. Could a pacer handle the grades? It would have been interesting to find out, but unfortunately I broke the scenario by moving around the buildings at the start of the scenario, and I saved it, which overwrote the original scenario, and I think now without uninstalling it and reinstalling it, I couldn't do it. It would have been really cool to bring a pacer up here, in all fairness. But it's fine, we got some diesel action. And don't forget, if you're into trains, this coming Tuesday sees the release of Steam on Train Sim World 2. So I'll be doing that on Tuesday night and Wednesday night. My first look. Haven't even fired it up yet. For those watching this on YouTube, that's already gone out. Alright, there's a little bit of braking needed. try and slow it down. Although we've got an uphill grade coming. There we go, there's our uphill. So it's definitely undulating is the word. I saw 45 limit down there. And there is that 45 limit coming up at the top of this little gradient. And then into Corral. See, I do like that clickety-clack. So good. Alright, 1.2 miles till Corral. It's definitely, I think basic is the word in here, isn't it? Okay, so into a 45 because of these bends, I'm guessing. And then Corral coming up just down there. Hi, Hawklin. Welcome to Scotland. Yeah, Corral, definitely one of those places I would love to go and visit. Did I get a new mic? Nope. Why, do I sound bad? Okay, so slightly speeding as we come in. So we're going to end up in minus points, because we always do. You can actually stay in the old signal box here, which is kind of cool. Sound different, it's crisper. It's my voice. I am projecting better. Right, we have arrived in Corral. It's just totally there's nothing up here, is there? There's the hotel, bar, pub thing. You say, I know you can stay in the signal box, but for just going off walking, it must be awesome until the fog comes down. Hi, Naz. So yes, the next stop then is Tulloch North. Then we've got Roy Bridge. Then Speen Bridge, Roy's cousin, and then Fort William. So off to Tulloch North, 10 miles to Tulloch North. It's definitely quite a chilled out route, this one. So off with the brakes. Try and go forwards rather than backwards. There we go. Right, so Roy Bridge. Where did it all start? I said 2 years ago, during lockdown, decided to do this route. Hadn't done it before. As we approached Roy Bridge, someone in chat says Roy Bridge sounds like a failed actor. And then the whole discussion went on to say that he was he only got non-speaking roles in films. He was a red shirt in Star Trek, and then he ended up being third Ewok from the left in the first Star Wars film. Had a bit of a drinking problem. Then ended up doing a bit of adult film work, and died. So last year we had the memorial run for Roy, 28th of May. So this year, 28th of May, Roy Bridge Day, remembering Roy. As I said, I will leave a link in the description below to the clip where it all starts going horribly wrong in chat from that video from 2 years ago. If anyone's watching live is interested to see where it all went wrong, !Roy in chat will give you a link to the point where it all started to spiral way out of control. But Tulloch North is our next stop. So it's quite a nice line, this. It's very remote, quite chilled. Not really a high-speed line. I'll try and keep the speed low, though. Having never been to this part of Scotland, I should imagine it is quite stunning. Quite interesting on a train in the winter, I should imagine. And points doing well, minus 1,194 points already. We've only been to 2 stops. Because it's quite undulating, it's definitely a case of balancing the throttle and the brake quite nicely. Inside you got the not annoying at all wiper. Is there no dynamic brake? It probably is. I just don't use it. Thought went through my head then as to what happens if you meet a train coming the other way. Well, if you meet a train coming the other way, I think there's a bigger problem somewhere. It's my thought, oh, the train's coming the other way. What if the train comes the other way? What am I going to do then? I think there's a signalling issue if a train comes the other way. Now I'm guessing, and I can't remember because the last time we did this was a year ago, there will probably be passing points at each of the stations. Obviously there was at Carrara, there was where we started. Oh, actually got a 30 coming up, so better do that slowy down thing. Yeah, if a train comes the other way. one sacked signalman. So why is this a 30 through here then? Is it a bendy thing? Is it a gradient thing? We are going slightly downhill, I suppose. It's not exactly a straight bit of track, is it? It's a little bit kinky and twisty. Probably because of this corner here. You should move these rocks out of the way, it'd be fine. They can make the corner smoother. I do kind of miss the old BR livery. It's got a Scotty dog. Alright, 6 miles till we get down to Tulloch North. So yeah, Train Sim Classic not normally going out on a Saturday. I normally do Train Sim World 2 on a Saturday and Train Sim Classic on a Wednesday. But because this being Roy Bridge Day and Tuesday having the Steam releasing for Train Sim World 2, switching some train stuff around for the next week or so. So streams coming up tonight, back with some Power Wash Sim. Tomorrow lunchtime, our penultimate farming stream for a while. Tuesday, Train Sim World 2 Steam. Wednesday, Train Sim World 2 Steam. Thursday, yet to be decided. There'll be something lunchtime and something in the evening, because it's a bank holiday here. Friday will be the same, something at lunchtime, something in the evening. And then Saturday next week we'll do some Train Sim Classic, and there'll be more Train Sim Classic then the following Wednesday when we get back into routine again. Basically lots of trains coming up over the next week. It's definitely a nice slow trundle down the hill. Is it a hill? Is it a mountain? Wasn't that a film? Was it Tom Hanks, a man that went up a hill and came down a mountain? Could have been two separate objects, but you know. How can I hear the wiper from here? That's a very loud wiper. I don't even need wiperage now. Oh god, we're breaking again. It's a magic wiper, yeah. Say that is the style of carriage from the first Harry Potter film, which I actually remember travelling on when I was really young. A couple of them must have still been in service. These where you come and sit in the little compartment with the corridor that runs down the outside there. They were still around when I were a lad. Still going downhill. So we're not actually covering a lot of distance, about 30 miles between where we started and Fort William. But I think it's going to be like a 30 mile an hour average. That was a long time ago when I was a lad. Some kind of lock down there beyond the fog and the mist. Oh, and I'm speeding again. I don't know, my view suddenly changed to be so far away. Let's do the zooming back in thing. There you go. And I've got a feeling it's raining again. Nope. Thought I could hear the rain. And still doing the downhill thing. Was Churchill still Prime Minister? Uh-huh. I think Margaret Thatcher was just. Right, so Tulloch North. Then we've got the very famous Roy Bridge. Then it's Speen Bridge, Roy's cousin, and then Fort William. I'm doing a lot of speeding on this route.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Crazy of Life, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, it's definitely quite locky over there. I think a pacer would have been quite cool on this route, but say not so bad on this one where we're coming down, but I think the pacer might have struggled to go back up again. Although if it's only 30 mile an hour limit, it might have been okay. But yeah, definitely looking forward to Steam on Train Sim World 2. So that releases on Tuesday, so I'll be streaming that on Tuesday night and Wednesday night. I've got it installed, but I am not going to look at it. I'm not going to open it. I can create content ready for release, but I'm resisting. I want my first look to be on the stream, so I'll have to go through the tutorials of the train to find out how it works, and I'll do that live on stream on Tuesday night. Yeah, a steam engine on Train Sim World 2. So yeah, some more trains on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and next Saturday. Tonight, back with some power washing. Tomorrow lunchtime, a penultimate farming stream. Tuesday is OMSI. Tuesday is Train Sim World 2. Wednesday is Train Sim World 2. Thursday and Friday yet to be decided. But there'll be 2 streams on Thursday, 2 streams on Friday. 1 at lunchtime, 1 in the evening, because it's a bank holiday. Live in the town of Steam, which a lot of people credit Swindon's success to Isambard Kingdom Brunel, whereas in fact it was Daniel Gooch that built up the railway works and production in Swindon, and not Isambard Kingdom Brunel. I was not the old man who does the intro to the train. I said I could fire it up and have a sneak peek at it. I'm not going to do that. So I don't know. I'm not watching any content on it. I don't want to learn anything about it. Right, we're still 2.5 miles from Tulloch North. To make sure my horn still works. It's quite an easy run down. It's just downhill. I'm now running no brakes, no throttle. We're just coasting along at a nice gentle pace. Sounds like a game a whole family can enjoy. I do live in the UK. Whereabouts? The town of incest and roundabouts. World Tour, never heard of it. Alright, you're 40 limits. You've finally got that twisty section. And then down to a 40. 1.8 miles though. Uh-oh. Speeding. I'm not speeding. It's fine. Yeah, I still claim that if I had to do one sim and one sim only, that it would be train sim. Followed closely. I don't know, it's difficult. I still enjoy farming, although as a community we're taking a break from farming due to a lack of interest in the multiplayer farm. Not to say as I won't possibly be doing something single player in farming, possibly starting again on my own little farm. Could be a thing. Flight is making a comeback soon. Going to be doing a flight next weekend in the BAE 146. As well as continuing things in multiplayer like we are tonight with power washing. Right, Tulloch North is coming up in a mile. Still want to finish off Surgeon Simulator 2. We did quite well on that the other week. Going through the levels. Still want to do more Railroads Online. That's a lot of potential, but that needs more people. Did some trucking last night. Made me realise that I think I made the right choice to give up on trucking. It's just, I don't know. We're doing trucking for the last 6 years, and there's just nothing new. It's just the same thing. Problem is, yeah, I need another golf night. Problem is there isn't enough of us really to do golf. That's why we didn't do Forza Horizon 5 last night. There isn't enough of us. So I think I'm going to end up doing more single player streams than multiplayer streams, because the regular multiplayer guys are all off doing life things. Minecraft? God no, I'm not 6. Right, into Tulloch North we come. Slightly fast. And the next station after this then is Roy Bridge. Well, most of it. Actually, that's not bad. Apart from the, well, that'd be the goods van, wouldn't it? There. So that door could have opened technically, but anyone in there would have to walk through to that side. So yeah, we did all right there with the opening of the thing. Right, Roy Bridge is next. All right, let's put the wiper back on. You can't beat the sound of a Blue Era diesel. Yep, see ya. A little bit speedy, but you know, we're at minus nearly 3,000 points now. A few more isn't going to matter, is it? Looks like it could be downhill all the way again now to Roy Bridge. It is a damn ugly train, isn't it? I know these things are built for function over looks, but yikes. Yeah, this one's going as well, because I got that one on. The other one goes. It's waving. It's not the best of detail inside, that's why I'll stick to the outside. Quite a restrictive view. So yeah, Roy Bridge, in that era of some really weird streams that we had during that lockdown period. That was with the whole ball thumbing thing as well, which is just quite odd. And then we had the whole, we had the Noodly Boos scenario, the Juno, and of course Susan. Some of the many little things that have stuck around with the community over the years. Ball thumbing, yeah. I was on a flight stream during lockdown. There was a UK flight in props up in Scotland, I think it was, and the discussion ended up being about ball thumbing. Around that same time as well was sucking a penguin, because, you know, that's a thing. Some of these streams do get quite weird. The conversation, I don't know how it got onto it. The conversation was talking about mice, PC mice, and I said that someone where I work has got one of those stupid mice where the base of the mouse sits where it is, and you've got a ball that you use and rotate the pointer with just a ball rather than move the mouse. So you've got to thumb your ball, and then from that point on, the conversation spiraled. As it would. And ball thumbing. Right, 3.7 miles to go to Roy Bridge. So yeah, tonight back with some multiplayer power washing. We did the fountain thing last week, which took pretty much the whole stream. Tonight, I think we're going to tackle, depending on how many of us there are. If there's just 3 of us, then we might just tackle the steam engine and then go back to some of the original levels and redo those. If there's more than 3, we'll tackle the golf course thingy. It's definitely a nice chilled route, this one. Not really putting a lot of strain on the engine as well, is it? It's just ticking over. Just using a bit of brake pressure. Yeah, see, it's just not the same nowadays where we've got continuously welded track for a smooth ride. I do kind of miss the clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Right, 2.5 miles to go until we come into Roy Bridge. Alright, slow it down. Yeah, never been to the Highlands of Scotland. I've been up to Scotland once. Went to Perth, Dundee, Arbroath and Edinburgh. Well, that's quite pleasant through there. I'm guessing the bot caught something that he didn't like. I didn't see it, so it was a Twitch thing actually. Arbroath, the centre of the universe. I went there and it was shut. It's pretty much, there was no one. Was it a Wednesday afternoon? No, it was a Thursday. I expected it to be hustle and bustle. I expected it to be loads of people around. Empty. Right. Into Roy Bridge we come. I did like Dundee. Dundee was really nice. Need some bagpipes playing. So yeah, for those that weren't here when I explained at the beginning, wondering what the hell Roy Bridge Day is, 2 years ago today, I streamed this route, and around this time, approaching this station, someone commented in chat saying that Roy Bridge sounds like an out-of-work actor. And then the conversation then went on to be he probably only got non-speaking roles. Someone then said that he was probably a red shirt in Star Trek, and I said, well, he was a short guy, so he was the third Ewok from the left in the first Star Wars film. He let fame go to his head, had a bit of a drinking problem, and ended up in the adult film industry, still wearing the Ewok suit, and unfortunately then died. And the locals, because he was from this area, the locals then named the station after him, and named the town after him. I saw something on that on YouTube, Hawklin, where the first station came in, first of the new trains came into Orlando. Right, so here we are at Roy Bridge. So we've got Speenbridge, Roy's cousin, and Fort William left to go. Speenbridge, 3 miles. $120-mile-an-hour train, so still slower than the trains we've had in service here for the last 50 years. Which are diesels. Right, off to go to Speenbridge. You're passing a Corpac Moss End speed link at Speenbridge even. So we were due at Speenbridge at 13:28. We're going to arrive at 13:31. A little bit late, but it's fine. Not in any particular rush. Slowly making our way to 50. Oh, actually, it's slowing down to a 30. Still got the wiper on. I don't know why I'm not in the cab. Over the bridge. 79 miles an hour. Is that it? Wow. I think the Elizabeth line with trains going through right through the centre of London goes quicker than that. Not through the centre of London, obviously, but... Right, 1.6 miles from Speen Bridge. 79 miles an hour is some weird American FRA rule. Oh, I remember that when we did the oh, what was it? The Miami route in was it Miami route in Train Sim World 2? It's like it was an odd speed limit, and it was some rule about that's as fast as they can go. Back to a 50 up here, so we'll start bringing in a little bit of power. Although we've then got a 15 again as we come down, oh, over the bridge, over the water. And a face full of diesel smoke. It's pointless accelerating now because we've got a 15. That's definitely a squeaky wiper. And yeah, you think Miami to Orlando, you want to get there quicker. Still quicker than flying, quicker than driving, so... Right, get ready to slow down into Speen Bridge. We'll take the bit of speed off that we've got. Down to a 15. World's smallest wiper blade. Four-hour drive for you. You lot would drive that long to go and get takeaway. We'll only drive 4 hours if we're going on holiday. Oh, we've got another train waiting there, look. Because we're running late. They're probably whinging and whining and moaning. We're holding them up. So we'll just slow down a bit more. The whole day's timetable now is out because I've gone slow. I've passed a signal at danger. What now? Okay. That was the thing. That was definitely a thing. Because there's no AWS. I was so used to being pre-warned of a red. Okay, West Highland Line South. Well, that was that one. Is that going to go through bound to Glasgow passenger from? I don't know if that's going to go through. That may go the other way. Let's try that one. That's a rainy Highland evening. Was there another one? Morning. Foggy. Why is it just always rainy and foggy? Clear winter. Take a seasonal Fort William to Glasgow passenger train on a winter's afternoon from Bridge of Orca as far as... is that going to be... That's winter. That's going to be dark as well. Surely not everything in... not everything in Scotland is going to be dull and miserable. We'll try that one. It's either snowy, foggy, or rainy. That's it. Or dark. That's the only option you get. Where are we going? South, Douglas South. Well, this isn't going to Roy Bridge, but okay. That'll do. We'll have a snowy trip. I'll pop some lights on. Scottish setting. Yeah, there's a setting for Scotland. England, slightly gloomy. Everyone's got the shorts out now. We had an 18-degree day yesterday. It's like everyone's got the shorts and sun cream out. Saw someone in Tesco's wandering around in shorts this morning at 10 to 7. It's like, why? What? It's 10 to 7 in the morning. You shouldn't have shorts on. Okay, we'll do this one and see if we can not fail. In the snow. See, I haven't learned the semaphore signalling system, and to be honest, I haven't even been looking out for the signals, so I didn't know there was going to be a red coming up. No, 18 degrees here. Yes, the windows open in the car. Coming home, patio door was open. Shorts are on. Right, so a wintry trip now. That's fine. So we've done Roy Bridge. We're still on the West Highland Line South. Yeah, sort of need the wiper on. Is it the same? Yeah, it's that same internal. Does look pretty in the snow. It's definitely quite squealy. Down to a 40. So where are we going? Cranlech. Arrochar and Tarbert, Glen Douglas, and Garlockhead. Garlockheed. Some places that I'm going to mispronounce in Scottish. We're stopping at some places. That's all you need to know. Up over this slight incline, we've got a 40 limit. So I'm guessing it goes a bit zigzaggy. Technical term. It just sounds really good. I do like the clickety clack. And from a controlling point of view, it's really easy because I've literally got no hands on any controls at the moment. So we're just coasting and chugging along. Easy train sim. So 40, then a 50, 2.2 miles to go to the first stop. Well, second stop. No, we were stopped, so first stop technically. Oh, now it dips down, so I end up speeding through the... slowing down quite nicely, and it dips just to where it drops to 40 because of these two bends, I'm guessing. Yeah, and it goes back to 50 again on the nice straight bit. So we'll pick up speed naturally now. Hopefully not too fast. I imagine it would be stunning to be on a train up here in the snow. As long as the heating was working. Heating was working? Heating is working on the train. Yeah, I don't think Tuesday night in Train Sim World 2 in Steam is going to be as easy as this. I think that is definitely going to be a challenge. Okay, do some of the braking, get ourselves down to a reasonable speed. It's quite a wide split just to go into a station. I'm guessing that goes off somewhere else. Looks like it does. Yeah, cheers Hawkland, catch you soon. Farming tomorrow. Right, in we come. Crane Larrick. Pronouncing that completely wrong. Okay, so there's 3 tracks. So that one went down and... Where's my mouse gone? That one went down and under there. One's come up here. So, well, yeah, definitely a bit of a junction going on. I don't think I've ever done this route before. In we come, on tick over. And stopping. Stopping. So I don't know what distances are. Where's the next stop? Over there. 8 miles to the next one. Then it's 16 miles to that one. 21 miles to Glen Douglas. And 27 miles to the last one. It's okay. So a little bit of a gap between them. Next one, 8.7 miles to a place I'm going to mispronounce if I try. A 40 limit coming up just around this bend. Power. I've never had that cryptic. Well, I've only done Steam a couple of times in Train Sim. I've never noticed the problem. I've been looking for it in all fairness, but can't see it's tied to frame rate. How can steam boiler pressure be? No. Must have just been a coinky dink. Yeah, the plan is, obviously got Steam coming up on Tuesday in Train Sim World 2 and Wednesday in Train Sim World 2. So what I'm going to do next Saturday in Train Sim Classic is Steam. So it'll be a good comparison between the two. I think the Riviera line in the 50s was the plan. To do some of the Steam routes on that. So a steamy week ahead in trains. It's a shame really, this is only a 40 limit here, but quite a nice bit of scenery. So speed's dropping down, which points me picking up much speed again, because we're going to be going downhill again now. There we go. Oh, just when I was getting used to just chugging along at 40, we then get a 25 coming up. Yay. I really hope I don't get another red signal, because I haven't got a clue what they look like. That's why I should just stick to mainline running, or not do a career scenario, just do a standard scenario. So I did set up a standard scenario in this using the pacer, but I kind of broke the whole scenario by accidentally clicking on the building and moving it after trying to swap trains. Slow it down to 25. I guess we got a really sharp bend coming up or something. Yeah, sharpish bend. Still got 5.5 miles to go to the next stop. It's definitely a chilled route, this. Oh, stop doing the speeding. Oh, I was very close to staying in positive. I got 1 point. Proves how well I'm doing. Deceptive. It's looking like it's going uphill in front of me, to me anyway, and yet we're going downhill. Dylan, can I improve on my 1 point, or am I going to be in a minus of the points? Hi Len. This 25 doesn't last. Yeah, oh, Roy was 40 minutes ago, half hour ago, something like that. Yeah, hopefully we get out of this 25 zone at some point and it doesn't carry on all the way to the next stop. Because that would be quite slow. It is definitely chilled. Like a good wine. One of them you're supposed to keep in the fridge, one of them you're supposed to keep at room temperature. I don't know. Well, even if this had have started at 12, you'd have missed it anyway. Come on, speed. Give me more of the speed. I get that why it's 25, because it is quite the twistiness thing going on. It's definitely snowy. First scenario was foggy, now we get snowy. It was a choice of foggy, snowy or rainy. That's it. There was no lovely summer's day, because Scotland. And we're still doing the downhill thing. Does look good though in the snow. Right, is the ground about to level out? Is that going to be a thing? Are we now going to be able to do a bit of a faster run? And is the speed limit going to... you watch, we'll get like a 40 limit just as we come into the next station. And we do. Look, 40 limit just appearing down the bottom. Oh, that's a bit... Okay, we better put the whipper on. Right, 3.5 miles to go. We're saying we're due at 9:30. Our ETA 9:31. It's 9:23. We got 3.3 miles. Yeah, it's not going to be a rapid approach, is it? This is definitely a very chilled route. A good one just to unwind and do. Well, at least we get a 40 going downhill, so that's something, rather than it be a 40 going uphill. Although slightly downhill, I suppose. Is it actually going to do the acceleratory thing, or are we just going to do the stoppy thing? Oh no, we are going to accelerate. Right, well, not too much of an accelerator then, because we've got a 40 coming up, and at this rate we're going to hit it before I get there. Braking. This is so chilled. I'm used to doing, you know, obviously a lot of speed or stopping a lot of other stuff going on, but this is just slow downhill trundle. I may as well just stay off the brakes and let it just accelerate itself. Right, 2.3 miles to go. Doing a whopping 36 miles an hour now. Now to apply a little bit of brakeage. It's literally just going on and off the brakes, this whole thing. At some point we have to stop going downhill, otherwise we end up in a big valley. I don't think any of scenarios, well, it must be scenarios where it goes uphill. At least you just keep constant throttle then, don't you? I guess it's harder because you're just coming on and off the brakes. Well, see a nice long straight section. That's where you want to just give it the beans. Just accept, if you're in a car and you just go right, okay, we're fine now. We can just get on the power a bit, but no, 40 limit. Oh, and a 15 limit coming up. I'm guessing it's that's we're coming into the station. Yeah, it is. May as well bring the speed down a little tiny bit. We are running a couple of minutes late, doesn't matter. Right, half a mile to go to a station that I can't pronounce. We should just about be at the 15 by the time we come down to the 15. Yep, there we go, 15. So come in to pick up our expecting passengers, not pregnant ones, but passengers that are waiting for the train. They could be pregnant, some of them might be. Well, okay, there's one passenger. Oh no, there's 3 passengers. So one of those 3 might be pregnant. I'm guessing it's not him. Okay, so that's where we are now. So that place, then Douglas South. I can pronounce that one, and then that place. It's not a bad place for a station, is it? It's quite a nice view. Arakar and Tarbit. That's what I'm going for anyway. Nice, we've got a 15 currently, then up to a 40. Okay, the whole time it was coasting coming down. There we go, proper diesel noise. Right, so we've got 35 limit coming up here. Wow, this scenery is stunning. For train sim, I mean, and an old scenario in train sim. So 3 stations to go. Yeah, I can imagine being a train driver up here would be quite cool. Oh, I'm going to be speeding now. Yeah, a little bit. Damn it, ended up back in a plus as well on points. I got 20 now. So we're doing well. Yeah, I can see why that's a 35 round there. Quite a tight curve. Well, scenery just gets better and better. I think we just leave the thing ticking over now, just accelerate it up to 40. Alright, a little bit of brakes. And there can't be many trains a day that service these routes. Obviously, being a single track will limit the amount of trains that can come up and down, but I imagine it's not a very frequent service. Must be quite cool if you're the driver and this is your regular route. Just imagine you would just stay to a route, wouldn't you? Not, yeah, it's not a bad view out the office window. Imagine it'd be quite a challenge in the winter. I would want the wiper de-squeaked. Tiny tunnel. Is that a tunnel or is that just a long bridge? It's one of those. It's definitely a very relaxed route. You'll be passing the morning Glasgow to Aban train, Akara and Tarbet. Or is it Aban? It's one of those. The Glasgow to place. Alright, just under 4 miles to go. Well, I've now got a massive 4 points. So definitely doing well. Uh, 35 coming up. I should imagine that's because of these 2 bends. Or series of bends. Right, I'm back to a 40 again. We'll see if, well, it said we're going to pass another train in the next stop, so I'm hoping we don't get another red. Well, I don't know why we got a red for the other one, because surely that other train was wanting to come where I was, so why was my signal red? Their signal should have been red, unless there's also another train in the station ahead of me. Let's see what happens at this one. This reminds me of Railroads Online, just running on a track between loads of trees. Hi Tom. Right, slow it down to the 15. and hope we don't get a red signal. So if it's horizontal, I think, isn't it? It's red. Pointing up is green. Pointing down. Okay, so I reckon I'm taking that as being green. We'll soon see if it fails me for it. We're okay. Yeah, that's dropped to horizontal. So horizontal's red. So when I'm clear, that should raise up again for this train to go back out. Yeah, this signal's red here. Any second now, that is signal will then go green. There you go. Is it just gone green? So yeah, that's just gone green. Doors open. So we've made it to there. So 2 stops to go. Douglas South and Gairlockhead. So we've got a green that way, which is handy because that's the way you want to go. Oh, go via Glen Douglas. Yeah, go via Glen Douglas. So the next stop is 10 miles that way then. Okay. So 35, then a 40. 40 seems to be the maximum line speed. And careful not to speed too much. We're still in positive points, 30 points. I almost don't need any throttle. Just let it accelerate up to the 35. And then we got a 40, and then we have got a slight uphill grade. Alright, give it some power. As someone said earlier, would the pacer have coped with this? I think it would have been interesting in a pacer. Right, now it's a case of getting the throttle set right so that I don't lose too much speed or gain too much speed. That seems to be quite a good sweet spot. So we've got to go via in 2.6 miles and then stop. Final destination, which is over there, in 8.87 miles. And then that will be us. Definitely picturesque, this route. I'd love to do a summer scenario just so you can actually see what's going on rather than it be foggy, rainy or snowy. Alright, we've got 25 coming up, then 1.3 miles from our go via at Glen Douglas. So if I just back off the power, that should get rid of a lot of that speed. Maybe not all of it. I'll have to do a bit of the brakey thing. I'm guessing this is going to be another passing point up here. Watching to see if that signal dropped. joining a... Actually, no, sidings. I say we're joining quite a main line there, but it's not. Alright, 15 limit. We come through here. Oh, speeding. So this is Glen Douglas. So I'm going that slow now. Right, 6 miles to go. Back out to a 40. It's the only thing with this line. It's like a heritage line we did in Train Sim World 2. It's like, yeah, that's as fast as you're going to go. None of your high speed stuff here. Oh, now I'm speeding again. Right, so oh god, on the brakes. So slightly downhill. Braking. Yeah, you haven't really worked the loco in this route. They're just constantly on and off the brakes. It's been the theme of the whole thing. It looks like it is just going to be a downhill run. Well, I don't know, it might not be. 35 coming up in a minute. which now the track's leveled off, I should be able to maintain that 35. Hope then it's not 35 all the way to the end. Although I'm probably expecting that. It's definitely one of the most chilled out routes I've done in a long time. I'm just going to leave it coasting as we're going to come back down again now. Good on fuel, although making the return journey is going to use quite a bit of diesel. These are the sorts of routes I think if they're running passengers, eventually if battery technology or hydrogen technology scales up, I think hydrogen trains will be good for these out of the way lines where they're never going to be electrified. Keep slightly on the brakes as we're coming down. Right, now up to a 40, so we can let it run away a little tiny bit to get a bit of speed up. Two miles to go. Literally just staying on the brakes now. That's quite a gradient going down. And we're actually going to be arriving a little bit early as well. Not by much, about a minute. That's a bridge surface. And we keep applying the brakes now. And get ourselves down to that 15. Blimey, actually heard the compressor running. That's the first time we've heard that. Right, final station just over there. And in we come. Oh, it won't let me shut the engine down. Oh, that's a pain. Well, there we go. While that's ending that, we may as well end there. There we go. I will be back with some more trains. Don't forget, on Tuesday night, when Train Sim World 2 finally moves to Steam, Tuesday night and Wednesday night will be some Steam there. And then back again next Saturday lunchtime with more Steam in Train Sim Classic. But I'll be back tonight in pretty much 5 hours' time. Just less than that. 6:30 roughly for some power washing sim in multiplayer. A couple of us doing that this evening, and then back tomorrow afternoon for our penultimate farming stream for a while, taking a break from multiplayer farming, but I could be doing something in single player. That coming back in the winter in the multiplayer form, and then back next week with lots of stuff. So thanks to you lot in chat then for keeping me company for the last couple of hours. Thanks to Lord Crazy of Life for following, Puncho for following, and Cryptic for resubscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back about 6:30 tonight then for some power washing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.